Once again, y'all, we'll make a brand new comic react. This time we got issue 1 of Powers of X, or apparently it's Powers of 10. I low-key might stick to calling it Powers of X, because Powers of 10 doesn't really make that much sense. I mean, let me see how many characters are on the cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's not even 10 characters on this poster, so I don't even know what it's called. Powers of 10, but whatever. Powers of X, Powers of 10, whichever you prefer. Now, guys, it looks like I'm dead tired. That's because I am. It is currently 8:42 in the morning. The reason I'm recording so fucking early is because I'm gonna be going on a 2-day-long road trip over to Humboldt, to the college over there, to get because that's the college I'm looking at to get my film degree. And my mom also let me take one of my laptops, not both. I use this one, my old one, for videos, for recording videos, my face cam one, because the camera on this one's better. It's a 720p, not that bad, but this one only here, my new one, it's only 480p in 4:3. Yeah, that ain't cutting it. No, 2019. This thing has a fucking fingerprint scanner, but you can't get it to at least get 60:9 camera. Come on. I find that kind of fucking retarded, honestly. But anyway, so got a couple drinks here. One, Coke. Gotten through most of it throughout the morning when I was getting ready to record, and of course my usual bottle of raw water. Gotta stay hydrated. And this, unfortunately, this week is not going to be no sprint, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fucking marathon because we got about 2. We got this as well as Batman's Last Night issue 2. Both are pretty sizable issues. And I was like, fuck, this is the worst time for that issue to come out. And there's also the new Venom Man, which I think I'm gonna skip that one because it's part of that whole event called like Acts of Evil. And the Punisher one was pretty good, but you know, so yeah. This is meant to help me keep me awake. I don't usually drink soda in the morning. I only do it for occasions like this where I need to. Like for now when I gotta really wake up. I don't drink coffee because I just don't like coffee. So yeah, I'm pretty sure drinking this is better than drinking like a can of Monster, or Rockstar, or Red Bull, whatever your energy drink of choice is. Anyway, let's get into this. Here's the thing, Charles, it's not a dream if it's real. Okay, Moria Target? My name is Charles Xavier. The X-Men Year 1 Dream. X1, I think this says. I can't really tell. The numbers are a little too small. X-Men year 10. The world. X-Men year 100. The war. Okay, so Charles goes from being just Charles to having that thing on his head to a fucking cyborg to a. I don't even know. He looks like Grand Emerald Thrawn with that stuff. Like, what the hell is this? And year 1000, Ascension. The X-Men, year 0. Okay, can someone please explain me how Charles is walking again? Oh wait, never mind. This is year 0. This is when the X-Men first started. This is when he could still walk. No, maybe in the comics it was a different story. Because when I know X-Men, it's only from most of my knowledge of X-Men comes from the movie. So, yeah. Because he's always been handicapped in the movies. The only one he wasn't was in First Class. But when he started the school, he was already. No. I think he did start the school. He still has legs. The Man's Wizard, I think he got started already, but I don't think he really got started. I think it's been a while since I've seen First Class. Anyway, Charles sitting on the bench, looking around. Good afternoon. I think that's Gene. I believe that's Gene because I remember when this was first announced, they had this huge picture with like Professor X, Gene on a bench, and then Magneto right behind them, and then a bunch of the other X-Men. That's done. Alright, should be good now. And they say, and that's the same to you. Are you enjoying the fair? It seems like this, the kind of thing I should enjoy, and yet I look around and all these people, and all these people, and no, it's just a show for those who need it, a distraction from what's really going on, if you will. Mind if I sit? Please. So, are you enjoying the fair? I am. It seems like the kind of thing I should not enjoy, and yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta deal with bourbon now. Anyway. Not yet. A little parting of the clouds, a little shining of the sun, and suddenly everything seems right in the world. Having a good day? Having a good day, are we? Is it that obvious? You have to be blind not to notice. In my case, I was just walking through the fair, past the caged beast and the games of chance, past fortune teller selling his wands. Yeah, oh yeah, I think so. Sees the magician, the metamorph, the great sword, and the girl with one foot and two worlds. See the tower, the axis, the pillar of collapse, and rebirth of the monolith of ascension. The tower. Okay, here's that Nightcrawler looking guy. See the devil, the red god, and the lost cardinal of the last religion. Then at the far end of the fair, I saw you sitting there, and I thought to myself, there he is, what I've been looking for. Next page. The strong man. I'm not really that strong. Yeah, this man is 2 seconds away from being disabled. Where's Magneto be like? Or like I don't know, however he lost his legs in the comics. I just know he just got shot and shot in the spine in first class. That's really actually that's as far as I don't know if that was like that in the comics too. I don't know. I bet you this is pretty much my introduction to X-Men comics outside Extremis. And I wondered why sitting there under our parted skies and brilliant sun was the strong man smiling so. I was, wasn't I? Yes. Do you want to know why? I do, very much so. I was smiling because I have recently had the most wonderful dream of a better world and my place in it. Oh, Charles, well, here's the thing, Charles. It's not a dream if it's real. Wait. Let me go back to the first page real quick so I know what this character's name is. She said it. Okay, I think it was the second page. Hold up. Okay, Moria Taggart. I have no idea who that is. Anyway. I'm sorry, do we know each other? Oh yes, we go back quite a way. Who are you? Why don't you read my mind, Charles? Read my mind and see. Oh, so he does that in the comics too? Powers of X, or Powers of 10, whichever you prefer. I don't know. I think I might just keep calling it Powers of X and Powers of 10, and that literally just sounds weird. Yeah. Next page. The X-Men, Year 10. Krakoa. We got Mystique and Toad. Go play, Toad. Alright, so they got the stuff. They got the magic flash drive. The House of M. Ooh. Okay. Ah, you're back. Good. Ah, yes, Magneto. So tell me, have you noticed the effect this place is having? Almost overnight, it seems Krakoa has becoming a wellspring of hope, a hope of the dreamers and true believers. Even I, once so shaped by the cruelty of this world, that any skepticism would seem well earned, I find myself infected with the idea of it. Tell me, Mystique, do you dare dream of success? We lost Sabretooth, and he did us no favors when he killed several guards. But yes, Magneto, I have it. Well done. But I have demands. Ooh, Mystique out here negotiating with Magneto. I mean that is metal, so Magneto could very easily just take it if he really wanted to, because it is made out of metal. So this should be interesting. Do you know? Oh shit! Here comes Charles. Is helping your fellow mutant not rewarding enough for you, Raven? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her last name. No, it isn't. I need more. Yes, I see that, but it's fair, I suppose. We have further demands as well. Ooh, Charles getting in on the action. Really? Ooh, he's just gonna take it out of the hand. Like, bitch, I'm gonna make a level mutant up in here. You ain't. I'm gonna take that flash drive. I'm afraid so. Is helping your fellow mutant not rewarding enough for the great Charles Xavier? Ooh. Mystique up in here. Come on, load up page. There we go. We're building a better mutant world, Mystique. And everyone who lived in it owes something. Alright, stand soapbox, next page. Alright. There we go, Jesus. Alright, X squared. The X-Men get 100, year 100. There was a dream. Our dream are the same. While you slept, the world changed. Northern Territory, the Nexus. We walk alone. No. This one's dying. Dare I hope for something salvageable from its mind, or should I set my expectations more towards human in the spectrum? Bad news on that front, of course. They're wiping the out. They're wiping on termination now. Some kind of mementic trigger with this when they start to flatline. And the other mutant, next page. So Charles goes from himself to wearing that big ass helmet to becoming a fucking mech to some alien like creature. Where the fuck is Jonathan Hickman taking this shit, man? We know her. Silo Bell was born. He was born in the Kahane. I don't know. Bred as a black brain telepath, natural Judas, subversion was written in her DNA. Normal field protocol is sure to fail. We have to give her a bath. Let's not give up. Let's not give up so easily, shall we? Where's that human ingenuity? You're always going on about ingenuity. Maybe it's currently a misfortune is making it feel controversial. Does that sound right to you, mutant? Tell me. Tell us what did you and your friends find riffling through the Nexus, and where did they run off to? What? Friends? Oh, hey. we got a sentinel over there, just chilling. Sentinel just left. What up? I see. So you'll be needing persuasion then. Oh, what are you planning, Charles? Yeah. There's definitely there's definitely some odd shit going on with Charles here. Hold on, sister. I worked too hard to find you just to lose you now. No, don't you dare. Once I had no name because I was born without one. How much blood did I have on my hands before you saved me, before you named me? All of this was for nothing if you don't make it back. She's right. Rasputin. This is too important. We have to go now. Just because you were bred to be a coward doesn't make me one cardinal. If you want to run, then run. I won't be. Ooh! I'm planting. I'm planting this black seed of Krakoa. I will wait for you as long as I can before I close it on the other side. If you don't come, then I will see both of you and the world is made again. Will you pray for me, priest? Next page. Of course, my faith is boundless. I pray for all of these things. And that's your problem, priest. Okay, I do really like your sword. You've forgotten that machines have no soul. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh! Oh shit, she coming in hot. and that the humans lost theirs a long time ago. Oh. Hello, little sister. I want to go home. Then let's do that. I got her Prius. How soon until the gate's fully grown? It's taken Rod not long. It's taken Rude not long. Hold them off just a bit longer. I can do that. I was made for this. Oh shit, she's like Colossus. Nothing's phasing her, metal or plasma. We need backup. I'm calling a tank. In a tank. Ooh shit, we bringing in the heavy gun. Gates open, let's go. Okay, we're leaving. Oh yeah. Oh, by tank do they mean sentinel? Got her! Rasputin! We're withdrawing with the prisoner. Hunting party, subdue and capture the other one. Oh no. No! Oh shit. What's going on here? What's going to happen? No choice now, sister. Leave me behind, escape. I will die here before I do. Leave, please. Okay, they all just talking telepathically? Has this whole conversation been going through, have they been talking inside their heads, or I guess, talking telepathically this entire time? Pretty sure it is with these text bubbles. Interesting. It's an interesting way to have a conversation. Okay, the sinister line. Let me read this. I need to read. Mutants breeding program. When the population level of mutant reach crisis point and the consistent evasion, relocation, confrontation cycle made systematic mutant propagation impossible. The remaining mutants' leadership endorsed / approved the creation of the sinister breeding pits of Mars under the expert name of the Cliff of the Chief Mutant Genetics, Mr. Sinister. Okay, that's weird. I don't know much about Mr. Sinister, but I'm pretty sure he's a villain, right? This strategy. These lost years of mutant leadership followed the almost universal death and disappearance of senior leaders, and preceding the fall of Krakoa and Mars. Many believe rampant rumors that the lost years were not accidental, but I can't speak. But we're purposeful. Jesus Christ. See, betrayal. Next page. Chimera. The first generation of sinister mutants were uniformly designed to diverge copies of a singular DNA source with a pure, uncompromised X gene, commonly referred to as fodder, inside the breeding pits. These mutant soldiers were trained in the Martian underground until they reached the age of 16, at which they traveled to Krakoa and defended the mutant agency until it fell 30 years later. Okay. The second Chimera, the second and third generation sinister mutants were referred to the Chimera class. The second Chimera generation produced mutants that had DNA composed of two separate X genes, resulting in a mutant with the mostly predictable combined power set of the source mutants. The third Chimera generation produced mutants with amalgamation DNA featuring up to 5 X genes. Oof, it's a lot of X genes right there. Outside of a predictable failure rates, the outliners. This third generation of Chirimas seem unavailable. Oh, Jesus Christ. Universally successful against the man-machine supremacy. And many believed that this would be the turning point of the war. However, the fourth generation of Sinister Mutants suffered a systematic failure. The entire batch of these Omega-based Chimera mutants were produced with a corrupted hive mind that was only discovered to be defective after they had destroyed 40% of the remaining mutant population and caused the fall of Krakoa itself. They evidently committed mass suicide, collapsing Mars, sinister pits, and themselves into singularity. Sample Chimera. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at this point. Like, what am I looking at here? I don't even know what any of this shit means. Like, next page. Outliners. Like any experiment, sinister breeding programs would produce results that fell outside the extended range, a failure rate. Every generation of mutant chimeras had outliners, but the expectations was that these failures would be controlled at worst and acceptable at best. Failure rates per generation Generation 1, 0.3%. Generation 2, 1.2%, Generation 3, 9.4%, and Generation 4, 62.3%. Yikes. Pretty huge jump there. Generation 3 had 10%, it's 9%. It says 9, not 10. I don't know why you rounded, fam. Okay, a failure rate where, in spite of their being bred for war, these mutants develop passive peacetime power sets. You want wartime mutants, and then they give you peacetime mutants. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Almost all of these outliner mutants also have personality profile. Oh, fuck me, why am I yawning so much? Also have personality profiles that lend themselves to pacifist and obedience with creationists. They also rejected the idea of personal identities and refused individual names. These variants were called cardinal. Betrayal. In the fall of Krakoa and the destruction of Martian reading pits was directly preceded by the betrayal of mutants by Mr. Sinister, retrospectively. It was obvious that Mr. Sinister was playing a larger game of self-interest and that suppressed any formal association or alliance. And while the failure of Generation 4 mutants were clearly design flaws baked into their design, it's now believed that most of the random circumstances that led to the creation of Sinister's program were in fact orchestrated by him. The nature of the man Sinister reaches far beyond any hope of redemption. There can be no salvation until for the devil himself. Sinister was publicly executed by the man-machine supremacy after defecting. Oof. by the man-machine supremacy. The Tower of the Nimrod, the Nimrod the Lesser, the human machine monolith. What the fuck happened to you, Charles? Since when do you sit in some big empty room on a throne, man? What the fuck happened to you, Charles? Look, Omega, it appears as if your fate humanity had it. I paid it off once again. They came bearing gifts. Great Nimrod, we seek an audience and require the wisdom of your counsel. Please, there is no need for formalities. We're all allies, equal of a kind, and you are always welcome. What do you need, Hunter? Earlier today, we believe that there may have been that many as 4 mutants penetrated the Nexus and accused accessed the mainframe. We do not know how they gained entry, why they do not know. We do not know how they masked their search, and we do not know what they found. At least one escaped, one died, we captured one. This she once said. A hound. And isn't this interesting, Nimrod? From the Saltian Kahinel, I have no idea. I butchered that. You are looking at the last strand of mutant production, produced through our breeding program. Hound. I see. Give me your eyes, mutant. I want you to look at me when you say this. When I say this, next one. I am so sorry for what we have done, for what we did to you. In fact, I am embarrassed and ashamed of what we did in the name of both expediency and annihilation. We've bred not only to be a slave, but to betray your own people. How in a good and just world did higher functioning programs like ourselves believe that would ever be a good idea? And speaking personally, I find it encouraging that your litter failed us so miserably. Bad ideas should die a bad death. I find hope in that, and you should. If it takes 1,000 years, I swear I will endure and erase you from existence. Ooh, that's the spirit. I love it. Next page. Some bad news, though. It will not be that days of days. Today, you will tell us what you were looking for, and if you found it, and most of all, why you wanted it. Do you really think I would do that? Of course, people betray their own kind all the time. I assume standard interrogation protocol failed. We try, but as you know, we should As you know, she was bred to withstand that. It might not work, but I want to give her a bath. I want to give her a bath. See what comes out of the wash. Yes, 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 yes! Perhaps the AI is young, still learning. Perhaps data come the persuade. Parsing the data comes without a clear window of recovery. You could learn that. You could learn what you need tomorrow, or or decades from now. We use the information as useless. And are you sure? What else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Next page. Please let me in. I had to do the Bray Wyatt voice for that. Have it your way. Excellent. Prepare the subject. Let go of. Stop. What are you doing? Next page. I am so sorry. So sorry for what I'm about to do to you. Whoa, 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 we got here, Charles. What the fuck you planning, Charles? You see, I've built something, a repurpository of sorts. A moment to understand the mutant anomaly. Anomaly? Tongue tie out here. But sometimes innovation has a biological cost, and when you add that, you add to that your unwillingness to let us know the things we need to necessarily narrows our options even more. Soon all the chambers will be full to fulfill of your kind, your bodies, and more importantly, your mind. We submerged in fentanyl fluid, where you will be suspended and distilled down to nothing but data. Curated by an AI of my own, making my very own broad. Unfortunately, for one of mine to flourish, many of yours must perish, including you. So as you fade away into nothingness, do try to find it in your heart to forgive me. You think threatening me is going to make me tell you what you want? I'm afraid I'm afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die for what I believe in. It's good that you're willing to die for a cause, that though causes have long seemed to be fatal for your people, you people. And unfortunately, while this is kind of death, it is one you can't escape. You can't escape from. Next page. The Kanila, the Sentinel mutant breeding camps. Okay, this should be interesting. Sentinel mutant breeding camps. The Salsen Kienil, I don't even know how I say that, was built to be the pencil of the man-machine ascensing's breeding program to produce hounds which were mutants bred into captivity to hunt other mutants. Oh. Were originally designed to present as a subspecies with dehumanizing affection, affectations, They were meant to generate fear and sympathy into their intended targets. But these designs were quickly abandoned. Several generations became broken and dependent. They were insufficient hunters of their own kind. However, modified versions of hounds, and the final ones bred in the Salkin, whatever, were created with the unreadable black brains and the condition for insurgents and displace duplicity, whatever. And while the few hounds who were successfully deployed proved to be lethally effective, the majority of them, as they were ready for betrayal, defected in support of their own kind and became some of the mutants' most effective warriors. The Salkal was destroyed 10 years ago, along with all biological and research materials. Next page. So, all right, we're almost there. Almost there. Near the end. Hopefully, I keep this video from hitting an hour. I'd like to think so, anyway. The No Place Hub. I'm sorry. I wish I was made some other way, but I'm not. I'm not capable of violence. If I could trade places with her, I would. You know that, right? She was gone by the time I was done fighting them, gone while you watched. Right now, I think I would take your place, priest. We saw that there were only two of you in transit. What happened? Percival dead. Silobel probably is too. Next page. Oh shit! Yo! Whoa! Yeah, I'm not gonna try and do Hugh Jackman voice. Well, that's too bad. They were both good soldiers. Question is, did they die for nothing, or was it worth it? Yo, so okay, let's look at this. Okay, I'm assuming that's Groot. We got Wolverine, Magneto, who's now wearing green, and X doesn't look that bad, and we got some other dude. We've got it. Alright. Then follow me. The old man's waiting. What old man? Old man Logan? What old man? What is going to happen? Come on, load, damn it, come on! I need to know what's going on. Come on! Load the next damn page! Surviving mutants. Total mutant population under the man-machine supremacy. We got some more text right when it gets interesting. Alright, but whatever. Let's read this. The current estimate number of Homo sapiens superior is currently believed to be less than 10,000. The vast majority of these mutants are transplants or refugees, no longer live on Earth or on their native solar system. Two main colonies which made up the bulk of the refugees exist in the Shira space. The first, Benevolence, is a converted transit station located on the fringe of the Shira space, where it has long served as a buffer between the Empire and the wild space spawning ground of broad breeding territories. The current number of mutants living in Benevolence is just under 800. It's just under 8,000. The second mutant colony is located on Shira's throne world of of Chandelier, the less than 2,000 mutants who lived here are by treaty with the Empire. Warrior stocks for the Imperial Guard. Currently, 6 mutants serve as super guardians, and 57 are sub-guardian classification. It has been whispered in Imperial circles that the Empire Xandar has always had ambitions to plan to enact the Sol systems. The mutants and the mutant grandsmen are being cultivated to be a systematic conquestors as an emolument for imperial rule. Inside mutant communities, it is hoped that should this come to pass, the surviving mutants can serve as a seed stock for repopulation. Next page. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh god damn it. More text! I like these, but now when you got like the old man's wing, you got me hooked. You got me like, what's going on? Then John here's like, let me throw in 2 text pages right here when you want them the least. Just to fuck. Alright, man. Alright. Oh, what's this? Soul mutants. All living mutants in the Sol system are currently citizens of Asteroid K. After the recent deaths of the ex-hound Cybele and the ghost Presevia, the current population of Asteroid K is 8. Okay, Benevolence. Okay, this is one of the colonies. Location: Shira Space. Population 7,942. Chandarlar. Location: Shira's homeworld. 1,829. Asteroid K. Solar System 8. Next page. Alright, finally. X3. The X-Men Year 1000. We are losing them. The archive of Nimrod the Greater, the mutant library, and there was nothing I can do to prevent it. What is going on here? What happened to you, Charles? So I guess that the giant Dayline's helmet is Cerebro, or the new Cerebro. Okay, that's completely wireless now. There's too much machinery, I can't speak, floating around inside there. Not enough soul to save, let alone copy. The blame is not yours, librarian. Next page. Come on. It's mine. I simply wasn't built to maintain integrity for a millennia. It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault, Nimrod. You did exactly what you were made to do. You created a collection of consciousness of mutantdom, a living database of Homo superior, in order to provide a tactical advantage in a war. Who could have known how pointless and useless that war would be? Who at the time could have seen the surprising end of the human-machine mutant war? Homo sapiens. Next page. So good to be done with all that. And are we done with them? Can we even really be done with the past? After all, that's what a legacy is. To the preserve. And it's why we keep dinosaur bones around. That's what that force field. As a reminder of what this world used to be like, and to remember what we've overcome, it is important to keep recording, to keep a record of the greater sins of history. Even better, to preserve preserve a remnant, something to point at, and hope to God they never have to have dominion again. Yo, we got some Adam and Eve shit going down here. You've never forgotten that machines have no soul, and that the humans lost theirs a long time ago. Okay, reading order, Charles, alright, August 7th, next up, House of X. Whoa! Alright, so this was quite the interesting read. So, Charles is now playing God, essentially. We got some Adam and Eve shit going on in that panel. He became a mech, then became, I don't know, some omnipotent being, I guess. I don't know, he looks like Grand Emerald Thrawn. Like, you know, with the blue skin and everything. The whole thing took place in the future. We got it looks like the real X-Men, it looks like, because Professor Thorgy says something that these might not be the real X-Men, because of the way they react to the House of X. And we got this Old Man Wolverine and Magneto, Ace is the Old Man. Maybe that there is, like something happened where the X-Men are now two different beings, or like they're different now. Like, there's those fake X-Men, here are the real X-Men hiding, you know. It could very easily be something like that. Very easily. And I think that might be where Jonathan Hickman is going at. It's probably something along those, because, you know, remember, Cyclops and Jean Grey came out of those pods in House of X issue 1. So I'm definitely curious where this is all going to lead. But yeah, I'm going to be here, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Hopefully I kept this video under 15 minutes. I'm not sure. I'll have to check when I edit it. Yeah, so anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like. And also, my final verdict, I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. I'm really interested to see what Jonathan Hickman's take is. Anyway, guys, so now let us do my outro. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, affiliate links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.